Okay, so today's kind of a big deal because we haven't done too well these last couple weeks as far as the ladder. So the whole goal of a month like this is we started rank 5 at the beginning because I got gold last month, let's say. I think this is the second month I've gotten it in a row, right? But it lets you start at rank 5, so now I could get rank 10 on the first episode and then ultimately get to rank 25. But the problem is if you perform shitty in some of these episodes, then you won't get the chance. And of course, it's dictated by every hero having one life. So if I get another hero, that could help a lot too. It gives me another chance. Like each episode, but basically, yeah, PvZ heroes, yeah, that's what I normally do on Friday, is I do both of these. I do like a short little session of the hard mode just to like have one attempt on each mini game or whatever level I'm doing, just because that series has almost outlived its welcome. Let's see. Yeah, as a hard mode gamer, who would think I'd be doing this rather than a hard mode the majority of the time, at least in this slot. So yeah, this one is of no interest. Somebody said, like, this is the most amount of gems I've ever had, but somebody said maybe they'll put up Bad Moon Rising for Halloween. I don't know if they're saying that from a position of authority or not, but that would be such a god tier fortuitous moment because we already saw Bad Moon Rising up on the event card a while ago, but I didn't have enough gems to do it. So now I could almost get 2 of them, but I don't think I really need 700. Even if I get 1, I'd be happy with it. But yeah, it does almost seem fitting for Halloween. Yeah, we want to get we're like rank 13, so I want to get to rank 20 today. That way next week I can push for rank 25 for the first time ever. I mean, it is a lot of Halloween related things, so you would think that would almost be fitting for maybe next week. I just love to get zombies all fired up if you catch my drift. Yeah, I don't care about any of these. And let's see if there's some sort of special pack on the shop, like Nurture Your Nature, join the battle, shop now. Captain Combustible pack. 6 Colossal, Galactic Premium, all Captain Combustible. I don't even have Captain Combustible though, so what the fuck. 10 times Hero Boost Hero. So does that give you like some sort of higher chance of getting him, or I don't think it does. Yeah, what good would it do to get cards for the guy if I don't even have the guy? But of course they'll be shared with other people too. So yeah, this is a free-to-play first account, sort of first playthrough, and I'm also not allowed to craft, just as a bonus little format, which has had its really cool moments because, of course, I got like 2 Dark Matter Dragon Fruit, so that was just god tier. Like, it means so much more because, you know, you would never get that otherwise. Contains 1 frighteningly powerful witch. I almost have half a mind to do this, but I won't unless I get like 1250 because that would be like my first hero that I get, right? Contains 1 frighteningly powerful witch, 3 uncommons, 1 hunting zombie, zombie hero, Immortica. Yeah, you should probably lead with that part. Unlock Immortica's Hero Quest, which I can't do because I can't craft either. Wizard Gargantuar. What is the Wizard Gargantuar even? No, don't buy it. Fuck. Guaranteed. Is he a legendary? No, he's not even a legendary. That Smash Pack came with a guaranteed legendary, the Nurse. I have half a mind to do it, but I won't because I'm always hungry for the event card that people always warn me off of. But see, in doing all this, I've saved up enough for the event card every week. Right, I always keep at least 500, but I haven't bought a single one. I just bought some other packs. I do badly want another hero, though. Let's see if I can get to like 1200, and then I'll buy a hero, and then still have enough for the event card. But there's no way I can do that because, you know, how are you going to make that much? Move a teammate to another lane. Win a multiplayer game, win 5. Sometimes we can't even do that much in an episode. Or maybe I should just buy some packs. They have been good to me, generally. Let's give Smash one more chance, right? Because he was kind of the underdog overachiever for the zombies who now has a legendary in there. That's the only zombie legendary I have. I have like 5 for... I have more Dark Matter Dragon Fruit specifically than I do total legendaries for the zombies combined because I obviously only have the 1. And it wasn't even exciting because it was a guaranteed, you know, guaranteed 1 that gives you that in the pack. So it wasn't even like a surprise moment. So for the plants, we have 2 Dark Matter Dragon Fruits. We have 1 of the... I forget what they're even called. We have the little dinosaur thing that makes a duplicate 1/3. We have the guy who gets the buff every time you play a plant. Right, this is fine. Yeah, we got to play it kind of aggro style, but at least this has a little more mid-range potential with some healing capability. 1 mana 2/2 is always very good. Even without any effect at all, is the kind of card I would like, but it's going to be some kind of berry combo thing. See, at least this matchup doesn't feel as lopsided as some of them. some of them it's like you're playing a rank 40 and I'm like rank 15. At least here is only like 13 above. It's still double though, for what it's worth. People always say there like, oh, don't kill 1-1s, but it's like, what else am I supposed to do there? I didn't have a curved play or anything, so he already has a better synergy than in any of my decks because it's a deck with actual sense of purpose to it. Which of course none of mine have that, despite having good cards in some cases. I'm in like that middle tier where I have a decent collection, some good cards, but no real synergy or no real rhyme or reason to any of these things. You can't really fear the block meter, you just kind of have to go for it. This would be 2, and then I could do that like for 1, I guess. It's +1 when another berry does damage, which would include the spell thing, obviously. This would be fine too. Or wait, I did my math wrong somehow. Draw 2 cards. Yeah, keep stalling it out. Keep trying to play the long game against clearly a clown who's trying to aggro rush you down. No point in even really doing that. We're playing with 4 or less. What is this guy's effect? When it does damage, it gets +1. I guess I could do that anytime I want, though. We're in a pretty good spot here. We got rid of one of his block charges. What's funny about the block thing of having 3 of them is you normally kill them before you get through all 3 of them, because if you're doing any meaningful amount of damage, you know, you'll get through like 2 of them and then just kill them before the 3rd one triggers. So, especially if you have like bullseye and mechanics like that. So let's see. You could play both of these, which is interesting. +2 in Frenzy. Maybe I should have done that. No, you'll still be fine though. We have a pretty dominating board, but obviously he's got a pretty crazy hand. But this is only turn 4, so like we are playing a pretty good aggro situation here. But I have sort of a hodgepodge of stuff. Like I have some pet stuff, I have some sports stuff. It's not really, oh fuck. You'll still die though. Ah. Come on, dude. And of course, those are just free real estate there with the berries because he just keeps generating more and more. He's getting pretty low. He gets +2/+2. Fuck it. Let's just do it for the sake of damage here. Yeah, it'll be exactly like what I said too. We'll trigger the thing and then he'll just die because I don't really fear what he's doing to me. Although maybe I should a little bit. When a opponent does a bonus attack, draw a card, double strike. Oh, fuck. 4 or less. I could have fucked myself pretty hard. In fact, I am just dead, aren't I? I don't really fear what he's doing, by the way. Also. It's not like the amount of damage he does is going to dictate the double strike. Look, we put him in a pretty good spot to kill him right there, but what the fuck? And how often am I losing to somebody at the same rank as me or lower? Probably sometimes too, but that one was kind of a little bit unfair, but at least I played it, I think, generally the right way. Let's give Infinity a chance. Also very aggro focused. I mean, all of them are really aggro focused, but the Smash and Green Shadow maybe are the least so. Or even Wall Knight, obviously, is mid-range to the degree, because you can't really play control in this game too much, or at least not at my level, because, you know, you would need very specific things. So even the defensive style of Wall Knight is still not really a control deck. So that's the card we just got recently, and it does kind of make a meaningful difference to try to finish people off. It's just maybe not as good. It's not really good value. Like for 7 cost, it's too expensive, but it's still a good effect, and I don't have anything like it. So that's what it comes down to with these sort of, you know, welfare budget, whatever collections that you have in any card game. It's like that card is good because you don't have anything else that does the same effect as it, not because it's actually a good effect. There's so many better cards for 7 that you could get. For 9 cost, right, for 9 mana, you can fucking play the Zombot guy who's a 9 mana 9/9 and destroys all plants on the field too, rather than simply bouncing them back. So how can you even compare that? But we may as well just do it. Fuck it, dude. I'll go face all the fucking way. Want to play aggro? Just do it. Like, I'm getting a little bit salty actually though from that last one. You shouldn't commit to it that hard. What the fuck am I doing? Never go face with tricks like that just for the sake of it. But that'll trigger his block meter faster. Of course, untrickable, one of my favorite mechanics in card game history. Just the same concept of it, like hexproof from Magic or whatever. Can't be targeted by spells or hero powers from Hearthstone. Yes, that is the official name because they never gave it an official name. We could bounce somebody back, but I don't even really care. I mean, we're just going face as the place. You should be able to get through with some wins like this because, you know, you should be able... I don't think I've really even seen that one. You know, he's down to 9, but the problem is we're going to keep needling him with low amounts of damage, so... That didn't make too much of a difference, really. I mean, if it was just the base chicken. We're still doing a good amount of damage. This could catch him by surprise as like a nice little finisher. I could flip somebody back, but does it really matter? Like, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. Because you would flip it back, and then you wouldn't be able to play it right away. So at least next turn I could do that. Do 2 damage to a zombie here, for fuck's sake. Just salivating over trying to fucking rush him down, but it's not going to be quite enough. And now you'll get the block meter thing again. And the problem is if he has heals and stuff, then I'm just totally fucked. But okay, you can afford to even still do this. You can flip it back and then you can play it again, but not right now. Oh, here we go. Everybody's favorite meme, Starch Lord. +2 can't be hurt this turn, of course. Nobody ever allows that shit to get killed. Even with this nasty cake removal, which is so garbage. Now, I could still finish you off unexpectedly if I just do the flip, right? So if we get to 7 mana, none of this shit will matter, right? The only thing that matters is your health value. So even as I was saying this card isn't the greatest value, you might be very happy to see what happens here, but the problem is you still won't kill it because of this clown show shit. Right? Because you'll flip everything back to his hand and you'll hit him for 3, but then you won't be able to kill him because this guy will die to the... It might still be worth it though because it'll catch him so off guard, right? You won't be able to play all this shit together. 4, 3, 2, you'll be kind of in dire straits, so I'm still gonna do it. We have such an incremental appreciation for these cards because this is going to make all the difference in the world. We've never had it before. Fill out the super... are you fucking serious? What would actually happen now? Doesn't that mean that you should basically... I mean, the value of that was still terrific because... Or no, actually, I won't get any damage in at all. Or, oh, he's untrickable even in an AoE sense. I guess I didn't know that. Okay, I basically am not going to win, but whatever, dude. Or I should have done that in the other order. I'm stupid. Yeah, what happens with the full block meter? I don't get it. It should just mean he's about to be triggered, but... Fuck's sake, man. We could just do this to face. Technically, he is a plant, is he not? Yeah, that's only good as a direct finisher, though. I'm not going to blame that card necessarily, but... You get them so fucking low, but I can never finish it off. And this hurts the plant hero, deal 3 damage to a random plant, but you won't even be able to do that now. Just looking at the size of their hand is what really scares you. Like, you cannot keep up with this amount of value. You got legendaries crawling out of his ass, or I guess that's not even a legendary. The way that people talk about it and write creepypasta little short stories about it, you would think that might be the case. Under a root, any sort of cycling like that is obviously going to be really good value. I mean, I still think I played it generally the right way, because if I didn't do that, then what would have been the alternative? I wasn't going to be able to beat this shit on the board ever, right? Like, even Green Shadow and stuff probably couldn't beat this board. Wow, we're getting beat by really crazy shit, though. Look at this, dude. This is almost a deck I would like to make. Just super defensive. Yeah, this is what control might look like. But even this, I'm not entirely convinced, because I mean, at least that's what he's going for. He's down to 4, and he's still fully charged with the block meter, which I don't fully understand what that's even doing, but when played in environments. Wait, when does it happen? At the first time this does damage, deal 1 damage to each plant. Some of those phrasings are kind of vague because it's like deal 1 damage to each zombie or each plant. It's like, oh yeah, so like me, I'm a zombie, you know, they're a plant. Like, that's not really how it works. But Raynana is obviously the one that always shits all over that other guy, the Pharaoh, whatever, raw zombie. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying to get to 1200 just for the simple fact that I could buy a hero and I could have my cake and eat it too. I could buy a hero and I could still get whatever event card I potentially want. So that would be awesome. This is going really badly though. Fuck. Try to get to rank 20. Although all it takes is 1 hero to go on a good streak. We've had a couple matchups like 10 ranks, 10, 15 ranks higher. Why can't we get one 10, 15 ranks lower? Oh wait, because there isn't such a thing. Play a -2 rank guy. I can't complain about the matchmaking because the game is obviously, you know, active enough to... Oh my fucking god. When it's over double, that's kind of unfair though. I don't mind waiting either, but I guess maybe nobody is playing at this low rank. Like, move a zombie, I don't know about that. You have a decent curve going on here. Mustache, Ford zombie. So this one's not really anything special. All imps are deadly, amphibious. Or yeah, just disconnect. I mean, this is totally bullshit. I did beat like a rank 41 with my, or I think it was just a rank 40 with my, oh, here we go. I'll take it. That's the only wins we're gonna get, but I'll take them. It's not even like we have to get this particular hero that's on there, right? At least I'll be able to get a hero in general. And so because I'm so eager to save up my money, I guess that's not a bad decision. So the first and only game that we might win. What a crazy, amazing streak for Super Brains. You need luck and get Leprechaun Imp. What is Leprechaun Imp? Let's see. Is that actually a card, or is he just saying that because it's like I need luck in general? Oh no, it is actually one. When shuffle pot of gold in your deck, 1, draw 3 cards. That is pretty good. Okay, let's go on a good streak with him. Yeah, that basically gives us an extra life every time if I do get a hero. Everybody wanted me to get like either Rust Bolt or... You can buy them outright too, can't you? Just like anytime you want. If you just go in the menu, yeah, I think you can just buy whatever one whenever you want. So I wouldn't have to rush it. Like Rust Bolt or Chompzilla people really liked. Or I'll make some sort of rule for that too. I have to get them in a particular order, but I really don't. Just, and it would kind of depend on what collection is best for me. Like, you know, just because I get a particular hero doesn't mean I have very good cards for them right now. So people are looking at it from the upside, like, oh yeah, this card is really good in the meta, but for it to be good, by their definition, you would have to have exactly the cards that they're thinking about, right? With my collection, that hero might be shit, and I maybe should get somebody else because it could take forever for me to actually get to that point where I can, you know, make a good deck with them, like Rose or whatever. So he's only a rank 10, which I don't mind. Dino Roar, all zombies in your hand, you get +1. Sometimes you'll win just because of whatever card you get from that, because it'll be better than whatever junk I have most of the time. There's no reason, I guess, not to do that. He does look pretty sick, but he looks so tiny, too. He's smaller than the fucking chicken, just so he can fit on the board. Or the worst visual element of this game, despite its very good visuals generally, is like when something is on the side and they get cut off because, of course, they have to fit it on the phone screen. So you'll play something here for all its badass animations and appearance, and its head will be off the side of the screen. Gravestone, when it hurts, get +1/+1. I mean, you'll keep buffing from that. I should just do both of these. All imps are deadly. this kind of format makes you appreciate to all the little cards that you normally wouldn't use, but sometimes for periods you'll have to make the best of them, right? Because it's the best you have. Even if I could craft, though, it wouldn't make that much of a difference because you'd only be able to make so much. But I guess I could just delete my whole collection and make one meta caliber deck. But that wouldn't be fun either because it's so repetitive, so... We're in a decent spot here, but you can't judge it entirely by the rank. See, this guy's going to carry us the whole time because it's a good value card, period, but also the buffs are very appreciated. You could make it do a bonus attack, I guess, would be good here. Oh, yeah, I was trying to make a deck built around Repeat Moss, maybe for no other reason than the meme of the fucking namesake of a disgusting act by Repeat Moss. But I never really got to say it because it wasn't really that good. Or I guess it's disgusting in a different way. I'm going like full aggro mode now, just in the sense that I have no faith that I can outlast some of these people. But this is such a slow-paced card, but it will help you. It's not even the kind of card I should have in here, but it's okay to have one of them, I guess. Draw 2 cards, or it is very dangerous once you let it get to a point where, you know, this thing is buffed so much, then it could be a problem. But you shouldn't let it stick around for this long anyway, is the whole point. You can play this guy for free, but the problem is it won't matter because you won't be able to do anything else. If he does buff it a little further, I could just use the fucking that to cut down the size. Fuck. Bounce a zombie, that's okay with me, I guess. At least the deadly should kill it here. I'm pretty low myself, and I'm fine with the general position. Yeah, when would I ever find a time to play a card as slow and stupid as that is the whole big thing. You could play this no matter what, and then I could play the anti-hero one to just try to finish him off. And you would think the block meter should save me in most cases, but... Amphibious team up, fill your super block meter. For fuck's sake, why are we seeing that so much today? What does that mean, though? See, I still don't get it. Like... Okay, so if I hit you here, you should get it. Okay, you do. So it's not that big of a deal. In some ways, I could actually hurt you, too. Like, he'll just cause it to trigger sooner, but... Okay, so he'll kill that thing, which is not that big of a deal. We're still in a very good spot. I do have the block meter. He doesn't. This is like... Oh, when played in an environment, that is actually perfect. Okay, you should be pretty much dead. That's a random zombie, fine. You won't have lethal here at all. I could use this to actually not do anything. I'd rather have that rolling stone thing. Surprisingly, I'll actually do this one just so I can kill it for free. But he's so fucking close. He has no block meter in reserve. It doesn't seem like he's really going to have any healing. And so, it'd be hard to imagine that I couldn't finish him off, but all zombies get deadly. Actually, maybe I should, and just for the card draw, too. Yeah, that's a free kill, so it should be very hard for him to do anything here, but somehow... Or yeah, even that. This is a scenario where it should be good. Right? Play this, and then you're guaranteed to flip everything back. So unless he heals or something, I can't imagine him winning this. Look how every game it's actually potentially determining the outcome right there. I don't give a shit about that because... Uh-oh. Well, what would happen? It's not going to kill me. I should still kill you just because of this alone. This is where it's really just awesome to put the clam down. It's not the kind of cost value you would want with an aggro deck, but it's actually a perfect finisher because if you just can't deal with the reward, that's perfect. But the untrickable applies to even stuff like that. Like, it doesn't directly target something, but it does still resist it somehow. I guess there aren't too many effects like that, but even an AoE that does damage, I guess, would do the same thing. This is not necessary, not necessary. You do have a 1, 2, 3, 4 curve here, though, is okay. Almost you would think, oh, are you playing for pirate synergy? But you're really not. I just happen to have a couple, and they're the best things I have. Or yeah, we could keep getting matched up against the same person over and over because there's so few people maybe playing the game. Although the matchmaking is always pretty good. And it hurts the zombie, bounce that zombie. Okay, just play for basic curve stuff here. If the game does last out a bit longer, obviously that can be very good. That'll be the only way that we do get legendaries here for zombies, because even the one I have isn't playable on this guy. You would think that would mean the Smash is my best zombie hero, but that's not necessarily true. I'll literally just farm the same guy over and over because we'll keep matching up at the same time too, or we'll keep re-queuing. We could move a zombie and do something, or I could just do that. Other playing gets +2/+2. What a mistake though, because you're going to get the deadly benefit anyway. Although it will at least trade in. I'm not really too bothered by this type of environment, but it is just kind of... It's annoying, but it's not really that strong. You'd rather have like a more persistent effect, like one that does damage to zombies and things like that. What you have to do with this type of deck, though, is not hold anything back. Like, just whenever you have stuff, just fucking play it right away, all the time. So... do that one, and then what do we have? We play the 4/4 thing again. This is when destroy and make 1/1s next door. When it hurts the playing hero, that pirate gets +1/+1. Let's just do that for the raw value of it. You do have to remember with that little Zombot stomp thing, though, you have to obviously it doesn't affect the water or the roof or whatever, the slant, as I call it. He's pretty low, but this is kind of a tough thing. I don't know if this actually is the same guy, but he's the same rank at least. I didn't see what his name was before. +1/+1 when you play a trick, which I may or may not even do here. I mean, what if I just do like this and that would be good for curve purposes. He's very low, but so am I. And this double strike thing could be very tough to deal with. He's just making very suboptimal plays, though, just to kind of get through. Yeah, bye. This guy is such a shitty card, too. But, I mean, 4 mana, 4/4 might be the best value I have here. I love the chicken is still alive on, like, turn 8. So that's how you know they're using a bad deck. You can't even get rid of something garbage like that. We get a little amphibious thing, which isn't even the best, but... it's all right. Imagine if the fact that it spawns and attacks right away is immediately what ends up killing you. This could be good, but I think it's still better probably to do this and then this. So you can do these clown guys with no fucking effect. Bounce a zombie, but why would you do it to that one then? Why wouldn't you do it to a 4/4 or something? Guy must be a bot. We're losing to rank 10 bots, and the same one probably over and over, or we're farming them. Or now you will die because of this. Yeah, we better queue up fast, so we keep getting the same guy. This is the only chance we're gonna get. Or we would never get enough event tickets from doing that just to, yeah, I'm very eager actually to save up in terms of, being able to buy a hero. It seems like the time, just because somehow I had the patience to, well, whatever. I want to look in the thing and see, like, can't you just buy a hero on demand? And I think you can. Yeah, see, for $7.50 I can get him right now. For this giant hero, Gargantuars are just an appetizer. 3 uncommons plus 1 sky shooter, whack a zombie, plant hero, Chompzilla. I love how they put that part last. I mean, technically, if I was going in order, he would be the first one I would get anyway, but there should be some sort of rule as to, like, I should have to have a legendary for both types, and then I can do it, right? You should have a Mega Grow legendary and a Solar legendary. Otherwise, you can't get them. That's actually a good criteria. And, of course, I have very few legendaries, period. So what would be the thing here? Mega Grow, and Solar. So we have a Kabloom Legendary, we have a Mega Grow, we have a Smarty, and we do have a Solar. I mean, we have one pretty much of each kind, so it would be very easy to justify almost any of these. But no, nobody seems to really like. This guy is... You see him a lot. You don't see this guy too much. Nightcap, I feel like I never see. Rose can be good, but again, it requires too much support and control type shit. Captain Combustible, people do like. Beta-Carrotina, you can't even get. Yeah, the only one here would be Chompzilla that people want me to get, but I won't do it now. Rust Bolt people like a lot. Right, 750. But here we wouldn't be able to get it then, so the zombies get cucked again because we only have one legendary period for them, so of course that wouldn't count. Electric Boogaloo is going to be Beastly. Michael Jackson wannabe. Brain Freeze, I'm not really too big on that mechanic of freezing. Professor Brainstorm people like. I like the way these two look. And Mordecai and the Medusa chick, Neptuna. z-mech is kind of a clown. Huge-Gigantacus you can't even get, or maybe you can get it sometimes. Okay, let's try to get some progress here. Yeah, I am looking forward to doing that, actually. There's no reason not to do it either. My collection is clearly good enough, as you can see me dominating at rank 14, that I don't need to worry about getting more packs, but I always could too. Right, like if I get to 1200, I can just buy 12 packs if I feel like it, but... Alright, here we go. Now we're farming low-rank players, but don't be deceived. Because they'll get a weird flex moment against me the same way I've gotten against so many other people. Like, they'll beat this mighty rank 14. Not that that's a big difference anyway, but... This category is more dead than the original Destiny because that always has like 10 to 20 viewers. This has fucking 0 sometimes. Or when it does have viewers, it's only the same few people doing it over and over, whether it be me or obviously Fry and a couple other big guys. But still, I find it interesting though because like once you've seen the meta and stuff, like how much more is there to this game? I'm not even saying like it's overly simplistic, but everybody who's played the game and knows about the game, it's like you already know everything. They must be doing mods or something. I don't know what new content or interesting things they could really do are. What an amazing turn one play. I'm quaking in my boots. In before it's some crazy nut synergy. Okay, hurry up, dude. They needed to add in proper emotes. That's why the game wasn't popular enough. Never mind the fact that it's not on fucking PC, which is so stupid. Lonely homie. Maybe you should stop playing card games on your phone and you wouldn't be so lonely. I keep seeing these videos on my random YouTube feed. Let's turn it into a debate format. Like, about this P word, right? Let's just call it corn, right? The way that people do to bypass whatever. So, like, corn addiction. And they're blaming that. But I find that so silly because it's like, if you look back in society, there's always been some outlet for what I call the stimuli acme, let's say sexual stuff. There's always been some sort of outlet, so people would get it from a magazine or they would get it from a concubine or whatever. Like, but I hate that that's sort of mistaken as like, oh, that's what's destroying our youth, or that's, you know, the problem. It's the rock music that's doing it. It's the internet that's doing it. Like, people always want to blame something else, right? But that's just an inherent nature that people have. Like, it's something that people are, you know, compelled by, sometimes in negative ways. Sometimes they overdo it. This is gonna be the only fucking thing he plays. Imagine if I lose to a troll deck like this, though. This was me a couple months ago, I guess, in the game. Yeah, so people will blame stuff like that. And the whole problem is that, you know, I wouldn't say it's inherently good or bad. I would just say it's a case where it just exists. It's another form of it. In some ways, it can be positive, right? Like, you can kind of use it as an outlet or get some sort of outlet, payoff or something that you wouldn't be able to get any other way, historically. And that's why sometimes people act out and do extreme things because they can't. But rather than repress it, why not use that as a positive outlet, potentially? Not that you should rely on it or overdo it either, but, you know, if you can express yourself that way or satisfy something that way, then you'll do it in a much better environment than sometimes what people do. This one should be an easy game. I don't want to eat my own words here. I've jinxed myself a lot. That was my last clip that I uploaded, was like fucking 50 million times of me jinxing myself in so many different games. You can go ahead and do this and flip him back, but do I even want to do that? You kind of do because it's a 4-5, but which you kind of got for free because you just... I guess it doesn't really make any difference though. You could have just not played it at all there. Yeah, that's a very weak mindset to always blame something, right? Like, oh, if it wasn't for the rock music in the 70s or whatever, right, people would have been fine. Or, oh, if it wasn't for video games, people would be fine. Or, you know, there's always if. Oh, you can't even play that guy on top of there. What you're kind of ignoring is just general human vice or tendencies or preferences. Undying Pharaoh, your hero's health can't go below 1. But he's not undying, I'm undying. Like, what the fuck? So there's a principle of moderation there. There's a principle of just, you know, self-awareness, accountability, age moderation, things like that. But you should be able to... Like, that's a really good problem to have. If you're saying, like, oh, you have the luxury of some outlet like this that you didn't have before in the past. You would have to use a magazine or whatever you want to say, right? And so, or even like OnlyFans, people talk about like that. I don't think there's any rule against saying that, right? Just the name of a site. But basically, you know, it just exists. Now, there's a few factors to it, right? If you don't like it, then don't use it. That's number one. Number two is, if people, it's like a supply and demand thing. If people are willing to pay for it, then of course people are going to do it. So, and also the sort of implication that like nothing like that existed before. Right, this is why I like card games, because you can just talk about whatever. But basically, stuff like that existed before, right? And so now they're acting like it's just ubiquitous with that. Like, oh, before that, the world was a completely pure place where, you know, such things were unthinkable. And then all of a sudden, this big bad thing came along. That's just not how it works, and it shows such ignorance. Like, there were plenty of other ways, I'm sure, I've just heard about, never used in personal experience. But there were plenty of other ways to get that same sort of outlet. Right, so just because it becomes more well-known or more mainstream doesn't change anything. People are always going to seek those things out. Even if you were to get rid of them, people would, again, just seek it out in maybe more extreme ways. Okay, I like the kind of decks we're going against now, though. We get schlonged by a couple gold rank 20s and 30 platinum crazy guy. So we get a little ebb and flow here. Good karma. We're already rank 15, which is great because that's a checkpoint of sorts, but we want to get to rank 20 today. Would be beautiful, right? Because I think last week will definitely be the last one before the end of the month. So rank 20 to 25 push I could make for the first time ever there. That should be my title, though, Taco Slayer. The fact that I've beaten at least one or maybe even two, like rank 40s who are over double my level, who are clearly using better decks. Although that one didn't seem to be using that good of a deck. It could have just been some meta aggro thing that I just lucked out and didn't see the best part of it. Yeah, I wouldn't blame anything like that. I also would say, like, yeah, like there's all these stupid things that are recommended that show you like this little basement dwelling youth mentality, like oh, look at these badass alpha males like Andrew Tate or something stupid that people fixate on people like that. The point is that, you know, they'll say like, oh, gold diggers, right? Like, okay, there's some sort of stereotype, women are gold diggers, blah, 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 is what they say. The whole thing with that is like, who are you if you're like a successful, you know, person, right? A successful guy, let's just assume. Then you're saying like, hey, Play, how's it going? Like, why are you just a helpless victim in that situation where you can't recognize that that's what they're after, or that you can't just not give it to them, or whatever, right? Like, why is it victimizing people that way to say, you know, that, oh, you're just helpless and you were clueless and had no idea and no control. That seems very strange. And of course, it's assuming a lot, but, like, why is that even considered strange? Like, there are many things that people would want from that situation, but I could actually kill one of these, I guess. Let's do, that might actually be worth it. Pretty good. How about yourself? Like, what when people, oh yeah, they're a gold digger, like, why would money not be something legitimate that people could potentially want from a situation? Like, it's perfectly normal to do that. Now you can recognize that and not reward it, or that would be like my standard in that situation. Like, you know, okay, you're successful, but it's like you can do your finances separately and then see if they'll stay with you or whatever. And that's a good way to test it. But people are such pushovers, and then they want to play the victim somehow. Okay, this guy is pretty high rank, so we have to be careful, but there's not much we can do. Why is everybody using this coffee thing today? It's not bad. I guess I was kind of bad-mouthing it, but now everybody's clowning me with it. I'm about to just die. I'm literally already dead. What the fuck? Nice. OTK berry trash deck. You rarely see that. Just like totally bypassing the block meter. You would think I would like that style of play myself, considering how much I hate the block meter, but just do 16 damage on one turn. I think if I win one more, I'll get 100. So I'm actually making some progress here with the gems. This is an insane amount that I have. Yeah, I'll use the coffee bean thing myself. Why not? So we get that, but I don't really want it yet. I don't really want that either. My deck is top heavy here. Fuck. It's a good problem to have, but you might not get to the point where you can play even one of them, let alone both. He's only rank 11, but I guess you can't read into that too much. I'm the type of dude who would just use that on turn 1 on the face just because I'm so hungry to rush you down, but obviously it's not a good play. With this, the main value is you want to use that as the leafy synergy for the thing, whatever, that 3/3 guy, but... And I do have a couple of those in there. Yeah, if the game drags out to even the middle game, turn 8, turn 9, I'll be in very good shape, but I can't guarantee that's going to happen. This is a random lane when a plant is played there. When this enters the lane, do 1 damage to all plants there. Honestly, that might be worth it because that's just kind of annoying. You do that to cover for it. I guess I could have also just used the ice on it. I made the longest card idea ever for an autumn theme. What is it? Okay, 2, 4, 1, 1. I just have to survive a little bit here. His hand doesn't seem too imposing. Hand sending here too big. Or maybe I should have put that behind there. Starter tricks, you got +2 this turn. You get 2, 3. Okay, his deck does seem to be subpar, just like mine. I could freeze that fucker and actually kill him, but actually it's too late. See, this is more the pace I like to play at. Like, nothing crazy is going on, and then you'll get carried by your legendary cards that I got totally legitimately in one of my luckiest card game moments maybe in history, too. I guess you could bounce it, but it's not really even worth it. I should just wait. I still consider this mid-range value, though. It's not control because you don't really have a win condition from it, right? The Dark Matter Dragon Fruit is not a win sort of play. Like, you'll just do it and probably, you know, you'll do it and just exemplify the position you're in. It's almost like Bad Moon Rising, right? You play this and whatever board you have is very hard to deal with because they can't use tricks on it, or they're very expensive if you do. You could move somebody around. I don't really even want to, though. Freeze somebody. Doesn't really matter. The main idea is it's a 4/4/2 with untrickable zombie that conjures autumn-themed zombies that boost each other with unique abilities to card draw another. Cool. Yeah, once the series is over, I got to try out some of the mods and stuff. I guess I don't really know how they work, but you would think there's quite a community behind that, too. I would almost think that this version of the game is dead and only the mods would get play, but apparently not. That's how some people would look at single-player games like, oh, nobody plays Skyrim like me, where they just play it normally for thousands of hours without using any mods. I'm sure everybody's doing all kinds of crazy stuff, but either I'm easily entertained or I just like really take my time and do things very slow-paced. This is one of those games where it almost feels like you know, that might actually be worth it to do. It wouldn't be that hard to collect every card, or it's almost perfect for this kind of casual style that I'm playing it in, like once a week for a short period. It wouldn't really work. Like, you can't play Magic the Gathering like that, even though I still am sort of playing it like that, because there's like 10,000 plus cards and it's just so insane, so you'll never get anywhere doing that. Okay, this is good. He'll play his stupid guy again, or he won't do it. All zombies have bullseye, or Gargantuars have bullseye. I mean, it's worth it to do it, but it's also kind of weird because, you know, that 6-7 is still going to be annoying. You would never expect that I have a second one either. I like how this playthrough started with me sort of extolling the virtue of the 3-peater and how much I liked it. And obviously Green Shadow standing out as the best hero. And then it turns from that into, now we get a better version of the 3-peater in the Dark Matter Dragonfruit, although it's technically not better because the damage value never changes. So in that sense of hitting the 3 rows, it's always going to do 6. But obviously the untrickable aspect and everything like that is amazing. But just the fact that it's persistent is so crazy. You would think like they cost that much more next turn, but no, it's just forever. Let's freeze that guy maybe, or I could just do a second one, but yeah, your tricks will cost fucking 12 more, make them cost 24 more with having 4 of them on the field at once. Like, what the fuck? He's very close to dying, but I don't think it's actually the right play to let's move this guy like here, so then you pretty much should be dead, and he'll die to that thing anyway. Go ahead and give a buff to, I guess maybe you shouldn't do that because it's already such a target. Yeah, that is almost something I should do one day. If I become like a big streamer, I'll make my own card game just because of how much I love them. I always would toy around with those custom card makers, like for Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Hearthstone or something. I always liked that idea for Hearthstone, like Archimon, where there was some sort of condition like, if 50 minions have died this game, you automatically win. Of course, that was at a point in the game where that would have actually made sense. Right, maybe now that'd be way too crazy, but... Okay, that's not bad. Try to get to rank 20, or at least as close as I can here with these 3 plants. That would be so sick, though, if they do give you Badman Rising again just because of Halloween. And I'd almost feel bad for not getting 2 of them, but I guess I could do that too, so that's the beauty of it. Okay, that maybe wasn't the best choice. That's like an evolution in this game. The 3-peater would evolve into this thing. Like, is this in the sequel or something? Like, where did they come up with some of these ideas for the plans? Like, they are pretty cool, but they do feel almost just random at times. Like, they got fucking dinosaurs and shit that seem to have nothing to do with anything. I guess that's what you have to do, but... just sort of extrapolate on the theme. Okay, this guy's not too high of a rank, but... you can never tell when they're going to be using something actually synergistic and meta. This is the one deck that doesn't even really feel like an aggro deck, even though it obviously has clear elements of that. It's just more like, oh shit. It has elements of it in the sense that, you know, you still want to play like that, but then you at least have a backup option if it doesn't work. I should almost just put this behind here, but maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. You should kind of spread it out a bit. So a turn 6 play with the 3-peater with that buff is always very nice, but it almost feels like a shame sometimes to wait for it. +1/+1 whenever you play a plant. So Solar Flare has kind of been a bit of a disappointment lately. Wall Knight has been getting fun, though, with the disco ball thing, which, again, to me, I always think of that as a legendary because of how much I like it, but technically not. That is such a perfect way to turn a defensive deck into, you know, kind of give it sort of a win condition. Not that it's really that reliable, but if they can't get rid of it, it can be very fun. Or imagine if you had 4 of those, then you really can't play around it. Or you're wasting so much removal on shit that's not even, doesn't even have an attack value to it. Okay, so that'll trade in. This is, while in your hand it gets +1/+1 when it's playing gain strength or health. I guess that might only happen like one time though. But that's the worst use of this card I've ever seen, because you play it basically for free, but then you don't do anything else. Or no, I guess he was saving it for that. To become a legendary with a random fucking space cadet. Okay, so you wouldn't want to play this. Or no, I guess you could do it with that one too, but you wouldn't want to play this on turn 5 because then it exposes itself to easy removal maybe. I don't know if Brainstorm can even use that bowling ball thing. I can never remember all the types and classes and stuff. Okay, leave that. I guess I could give it to him, but it's not really worth it. You conjure your... When you play your first trick, conjure a trick. Okay, we definitely have to get rid of him. But... Make a random zombie that costs 2 or less. Make a 1/1 plant. That's very unclear card text. 0 out of 10 because it doesn't say like make a random plant, but maybe it's for you. Like I don't fucking know. Or I guess since I have 2 of them now, I could afford to do this. 3/3. At least we're posing the threat of potentially buffing it. And then even if he gets rid of it, I can buff the other one next turn. Yeah, if he goes crazy with the tricks, though, I could be in trouble because... You know, it's just going to be a case where I can't do anything about it. So the Leafy synergy isn't actually going to happen. Do 1 damage to a plant. It has 0... It has 0 attack this turn, which doesn't matter because I could... Or does that mean it'll be guaranteed to be 0 no matter what? 4/4. Would that even be worth it though? It doesn't feel like it is. This feels like a weird play, but you would at least kill that thing, right? Because otherwise this will hit 2 and it won't kill it. That is a pretty good card actually. Stupid Cupid. Holy shit. And that one we already have in our collection too, which is an okay card, but I almost feel like it needs a little bit of support. This one I probably am going to lose, all things considered. That might just help him though if he does the Cupid. No. This guy is really annoying and I can't get rid of it. We get to the point where you can almost play Dark Matter Dragon Fruit, but then it's almost too late. When destroyed, create a pit. I don't know how long I would really want to pull that out for. Deal 3 damage, which can kill. Okay, dude. His deck doesn't even seem that good, but he got off to a really good start. +2/+2 on heights. I mean, the only way that you can actually play 2 things together here. And I would love to get rid of this clown. So I could do Dark Matter Dragon Fruit next turn, but I'm going to be dead anyway. Fuck. Well, at least Green Shadow did his job. The zombies didn't do jack shit, or I guess Super Brains got lucky a little bit. We had a couple good matchups in there where they weren't too high rank. Amazing how many games Bad Moon Rising would just win me. Like the same time I'm playing the little Zombot Stomp, I could just do that instead because my board's always full with shit. So, okay, we have one more chance to cheat death here, basically. Can't be heard this turn. What a fucking crazy perfect thing to get that wouldn't get killed by Dark Matter Dragon Fruit. Amazing. So that'll trigger my thing, and then I'll kill everything else, or at least I'll tank one of them. We might still not be dead. Imagine if I actually survived this, but I would need some sort of healing, which of course I'm not going to have. Sure, we can play one. Breaking LM. We could freeze somebody, I guess. Or wait, I'm not even paying attention whether he... I don't know whether he attacked or not. I wasn't even looking at what was happening. Oh, that's you? Okay, I'll add you. Oh, this would be the clutchest win ever if I could do this. When he loses 2 Sun, I always make fun of that card next to the value of Brainana. Not a big deal, but I have to flood the board as much as I can because I'm going to get fucked here. That means next door are untrickable, so I just have to tank it. Okay, that's not too bad either, but let's see what I can do mathematically. I could play this and I guess that just to survive for now. Or the Dark Matter Dragon Fruit would kill that anyway, but I still do have to tank it. It'd be insane if I actually did this. So the Dragon Fruit dies, but he did pretty good value all things considered. I'm just not going to have enough stuff to fill up the board, though, is the problem. And here's the hero, empty the block meter. Okay, that's not too big. Well, we could bounce it, I guess. Summon 5, 6, 7, 8. Or no, I should be careful to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just do it like that. See, all he would have to do is summon something there and I would just die. Although he's getting pretty low himself, but the block meter will fucking save him here. Bounce the plant. Okay. How are you not able to finish me off? Oh, fuck. Now he's going to be able to. Would have been the most epic comeback ever, but I'm not going to have quite enough to finish it, I still don't think. You can summon the bullseye thing again, which wouldn't be that good. That is leafy, so this could give me like a heal or something. It doesn't have strike through or anything, so I should still be fine with that. Like, so I could like oh, that's also leafy, so now I'm gonna get seduced by the leafy thing. All he would have to do is like a bonus attack or something. He could do like literally fucking anything. I could have like moved that thing there and then, you know, guaranteed the trade. Probably playing with 4 or less. Wait. Couldn't you have just done that one though? These must be bots or something. What's going on? And I'm still losing to them, by the way. You could have won the game if you just did that one. Okay, we have all these cool things. When the zombie trick is played, do 2 damage to the zombie hero. Okay, so you'd have to do 4, which is going to be pretty much impossible to even survive here still. Either I'm getting trolled somehow. Fuck. Well, effectively trolled, I guess. But no, he already missed lethal there. Oh, he's already on there, too. Which side do you want to play as? Who do I have left for the online? I have Solar Flare and... I guess I could do one of those anyway. Solar Flare and Wall Knight. We got from rank 13 to rank 15. What an amazing accomplishment. Oh, that's weird. Why did it just go away? So yeah, Solar Flare isn't exactly the best, but people love her. I guess just at the higher end, there's some better stuff you can make with it. I don't like the whole anti-hero mechanic, though. Not that you really have to use that with them, but... they're only ranked 22, so this is a pretty fair matchup, just all things considered with, you know... compared to some of these matches, at least, are fucking insane. Okay, 3, 3, 4, 5... all plants get +2. That can be pretty crazy sometimes. But this is maybe an ill-advised thing to keep, but then I might have just gotten something higher with that anyway. We don't have a turn 2. Make you lose control. Control wouldn't even bother me with most of these because, like, if it gets to that point, I'm gonna lose anyway. So my only chance of winning against anything is mostly just rushing somebody down, which of course is a horrible start to try to do that. do this, and then whatever we get is going to be fine. 2 mana, 3/2 fireweed. When played on the ground, make a hot lava here. Or deal 1 damage to each plant and zombie here, but it should be immune to it itself because it's fucking fire. Like that piranha plant from the fucking lava island in Paper Mario. Okay, the pears could be okay. This could be good. When this does damage, heal your hero that much. Or we should do like 2 things here. Let's just do play it on the ground and then I assume that would have overridden the environment too if it happened to be there. When play a zombie when it's time for tricks, draw a card. Yeah, I think the event card mechanic is what's the most unfair about this whole no crafting thing though, because it's kind of bullshit. I guess ordinarily you could say you should make an exception for those because there's no other way to get them. So you'd have to pay like 500 fucking things for each, or you'd have to farm out the event tickets, which, you know, given my format or my timetable of doing this, that wouldn't really be possible for me to do. I don't know how much you would have to play in the same day, or you'd have to play like every day and do the event thing, and I don't really enjoy even doing those once, like the fucking whatever event mode that you have to play in. So you don't really have a good use of this here. And played Conjure Superpower. You do 1, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, I should just basically ignore what he's doing and just go face all the way. So when does it do it? After combat or before? Before combat. Yeah, the lava thing didn't help me at all, I guess. Yeah, none of this really bothers me too much yet. Why does this pair look so much bigger than that one? Is it always like that? Maybe I just never noticed it. Oh yeah, I thought they were somehow supposed to be the same size. When revealed, zombie gets +2/+2. That one I'd love to get rid of, but I really can't. So I could do this or this to get rid of that, which I almost don't even want to. It'd probably be pretty worth it to do it on there. Here we could just do it for the heal, or I could just do this for more raw damage. His hand isn't really all that full though, so I'm actually somewhat encouraged by the situation. Like, he's pretty low, his board's not that good, his hand's not that big. What could I do here? Fuck, now we get the big guns. Just have to block out for this. Start of turn, transform zombie into one that costs 1 more. What does this do again? If you move to the right when it hurts the plant hero, which I pretty much shouldn't be able to allow here. Maybe that wasn't even the best play, but we're just like 1 thing short because of the stupid block meter. Shit, I don't even know what exactly happened there, but it still did die. -2, -2. Bump that down a bit. The other one is like no threat really. His board's not that imposing, but he did a good job at least surviving there. Fuck. You have a little bit of healing capability, but this is still getting annoying. This guy does what? Amphibious, Octopet. There's no really good curve play here in the first place. +1. Oh, fuck. That's quite the killer play there. I just don't have enough shit to actually do. Point is, that was at least very close and very winnable. That's the plan. Okay, dude. Or if I hadn't debuffed that guy's attack. No, I guess he would have died anyway, though. Good game. Because he would have had 1 health. Okay, let's see. Who is next now? We got Solar Flare and we got Wall Knight. Try to carry us to rank 20. Somebody's got to go on a good streak. Him deck needs work still. Okay, this one's not good, not good. You have a 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're just missing a 1. Give me that stupid 1. Ah, fuck. It gives me an extra mana every turn. Or not every turn, but... I have 2 helicopters. I love that cowboy thing, but everybody hates it because it's so overused, I guess. But there's all kind of crazy combos you can do with it. If you made away 6 ton, okay, just ignore that. I don't really care about my own block meter, but sometimes you do have to survive when you're going so full on aggro. You kind of forget about it. But see, what threat is that thing really going to be to me? And you can't even team up a zombie, so there's no... You know, there's no sense of worrying about it. You could just leave that there forever, unless he buffs it, I guess. Some of these players' names do seem like bots, though. Not this guy, because I can't read what it even says, but, like, I don't know. It just seems like random letters sometimes. But for the most part, these games are pretty enjoyable. Like, even if they are a bot, it doesn't feel that bad, really. I guess just because my decks are so bad and stuff, but sometimes they are missing lethal and stuff, so clearly nobody is that bad that they would actually do that besides me. So +2/+2 and zombies frozen. Let's just ignore it. I mean, even if I am farming bots, not my fault. Like, I can't do anything about it. His hand size is pretty decent. Let's see what we can do here. 5 mana. You could do this. You don't really care about the healing as much, but what could I even do? A lot of the stuff is just going to trade in. I could do 4 and 1. I could do this one. Or no, I have 6 now, so I could do 5. Let's do that and that. So it would diminish everything he has. It would let me hit him in the face again. Saved by the stupid grave there, that chick. And nothing he's doing seems too crazy, but he is going to have Bad Moon Rising or some endgame play. It's basically impossible to play around something like that because, you know, you can't stop them from having like dinky 1/1s out there. Like, oh no, it's turn 7 and he has 3 1/1s on the field. Like, I should really panic and have an answer for that every time. When destroyed, make a zombie here. Portal Technician. Oh, we've already been traumatized enough by portal shit. That one actually feels fair, though. Like, this isn't just some random gimmick mechanic. It's actually legitimate because everybody's favorite mini game is that fucking portal combat. Let's just do that to try to go phase, and we'll basically one-shot him if he can't deal with it. Which, with 0 brains, you shouldn't be able to do. Fuck, he won't even let me have the satisfaction. Yeah, generally speaking, like, this is not a very good value card, though. It's like a 6 mana 4/5. The anti-hero is cute, and it obviously just won me the game, but it does feel a little bit superfluous. Rank 9. Man, I complained about playing higher ranked people, and now we're getting lucky with this. You have a 2 and a 3. 2, 3, 4. I guess I can live with it, especially if you get that little damage spell here. Fuck. Every time I ask for it. It's worth it to do something like that on the face just because, you know, if they don't summon anything the first turn. And the reason why is because you're getting the extra mana. When played, zombie copies the attack and health of another zombie. Nothing I can do there, or it's not even worth it to trade in. I don't really have this guy for the healing effect, right? Like, I do have a couple heals in here. I even have the environment that's a heal that you could potentially do like an infinite loop with this one that we've seen other people do. But basically, yeah, the zombies get some sort of bootleg stuff compared to what plants do, like the Brainana versus the raw zombie, or like this. You have the same exact thing as plants, except it maybe costs like 2 or 3, but it does 2 every turn instead of 1, right, to every zombie. So kind of weird. So we'll just put that out there to kind of scare him a bit if you can't deal with it early on. 2, 3. We could finish it off with the thing. This is the one that was last week's event card. Clearly, they should do Bad Moon Rising because it's such a Halloween-esque thing, but maybe they won't see it that way, and maybe, you know, you were just spoiled by having it a couple months ago, so maybe I'd have to wait literally till next year sometime, towards the end of the year, depending how many event cards they actually already get through. You play your first trick, conjure a treat. And I don't really want to do that, but it might be the only way to get rid of that guy. Okay, at least that's a very expensive play. So what exactly is the treat? Oh, it's just a random buff card. That's not too crazy. Can I show you Muscle Sprout deck? I want a rating. If not, yeah, we can do one after this. Sure. Okay, let's use that to get rid of this pick, even though... No, fuck. I should have done it to that, and then I should have finished it with this. Just to avoid him getting so many tricks. Damn it. I might even have half a mind to do that, but I really shouldn't. 5 mana. Damn it. I really just should have gotten rid of that guy. This seems so dumb to do, like... This guy's just gonna get out of hand. You know what? I'm gonna regret doing it, but I'll do it anyway. Fuck it. Make one mistake to make up for another mistake. Yeah, the environment doesn't bother me too much. We can make zombie that costs 2 or less. 1, 2 gets one another professional is hurt. Doesn't really bother me too much. Literally me, am I right? Yeah, we're still in good shape because you can't deal with this Dino Roar shit. Or to turn transform a zombie, but you don't even have a zombie. Oh, that was a really shit turn by him. Yeah, that's not a big deal. Oh, we could do the pair plus that, but actually I can't do it this turn. Okay, that one I don't even mind too much, but maybe I should put something there. All Gargantuars have bullseye, so how much would it actually have if you did, it would have 2, 4, 6, and then I could finish it off with something else, like, pretty good value proposition. Oh wait, I could finish it off, like, with that thing next turn. That is a god tier value play. Draw 2 cards, doesn't bother me. Yeah, he kind of stalled out. He was doing pretty good early on, and then a lot of his plays here just haven't lived up. Because he should just be dead anyway, but just in case, I will take care of the... Ah, fuck. The heal from that is going to fuck me over hard. You could hit 4 right there, and that would be adequate too, you would think. Doing the pairs would just give him more block meter stuff. Overshoot doesn't really matter. That doesn't really matter either. So these two combined work really well with that one thing I just played too, because like you would get even more damage than you theoretically could. Then do 4 damage, so you'll kill the 4-2, but then you'll get hit by this. So even if that's fine, like the heal is what's gonna completely ruin me though. Or wait, yeah. So the fucking Dino Roar shit is still carrying me. This will transform into something else, which could still be really good, but at least it won't heal you, right? Strike through. Made 2 other random pirates and random lands. Fuck me, dude. The amount of goddamn value he's gotten out of this environment. None of that still matters, though. Can you just... One damage to a plant. Why wouldn't you just, like, kill that one, though, potentially? You give everything +2 attack, but it's not really going to do anything. Much as I keep complaining about that, I almost don't even want to do it still, but... Let's get +2. This one isn't really going to do anything, though, but I'll still do it, I guess. This is kind of wasting time now. I've had this environment the whole... Man, if I lose this, I'll be pretty sad because that fucking random nurse he got is what really fucked me over. Play around something that you don't even know they have or that they don't even have. Get overshoot for 3. Get them so low every goddamn time. Now he'll transform again. Which again, I was even saying that's a good thing because if only you could attack through that shit. But they both want to attack the same goddamn thing. Oh my god. And destroy all plants here. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? This environment is the most god tier thing we've ever seen. Not in general, like it's an okay card, but he got everything he needed exactly when he needed it. Like, if I had known it was going to be that good, I guess I would have done something different. We'll still get saved by the block meter once over, so maybe something will happen. It'll get me to 1, or no, that'll actually trigger it though. Okay, so Wall Knight will try to solo his way to rank 20. Some of these games have been insane though, like I don't even know. 2-1-1s, that still won't save me. I'll send that Cardidia into this, yeah, sure. Wait, so what deck was he saying he wants to show? Muscle Sprout. Okay, so I'll play as zombies. My whole permadeath thing doesn't count, obviously, for viewer games because those don't even give me ranks. As far as like only getting 1 life per hero per time. Look at that sexy gem total, though, almost 1,000. It'd definitely be my first time having this many. And so it's like, imagine the discipline as a free-to-play newish player to do that, but it is going to pay off because I can always use it later, and I probably will get my first hero maybe next time or maybe at the end of the month, like at the beginning of next month when it pays out with the rank 25 benefit that I'm obviously going to get. Because what that really means is then, you know, I'll still have 500 even after I do that. He's going to show me something with Muscle Sprout. But see, how would you prevent someone from getting rid of it is a question. Is he going to have like a way to give it untrickable? Or a lot of the time it's just sort of fodder for removal. Any card like that, really. I can't believe I lost that last game. That seems so lopsided in my favor. You do this, dude. You have a way. In other words, an actual synergy, which means it must be a good deck. Yeah, like even repeat moss is such a gimmick. Like it can be good, but it's not like I have very much removal anyway either, but just as a general standard, normally people will. Although this game doesn't get as bogged down by it as most, or at least you kind of have to commit to it in a way. So in that sense, I don't mind it. Like, right, like those berry decks and stuff like that. Well, 2 quick Ps. Okay, this part I don't really care too much. That kind of matches out pretty well. Try to play with 4 or less, or give them +2. That'll basically trade in pretty well. That was the mistake I made, I guess, towards the beginning of this playthrough. As I was playing too much in a mid-range way, like, oh, I'm going to play on the board and make the best value plays. But you realize very quickly that that's a garbage thing to do, at least when at that level of my collection. You should just go full face and full aggro because you're not going to win any other way anyway, so... But because of the block meter, I guess, is what discouraged me so much of doing that. Right, it pissed me off so much how many times I would save them, so then I just kind of gave up doing it. Thank God. I wasted my removal on that, but I mean, at least we're rushing him down a bit. Only zombies had team up. This would actually be good. +1/+1 when you play a plant. Okay, but what is going to be... Oh, yeah, like that's really going to save it, though. I think it's +2/+2. I mean, that would only be good if I had Death Touch or something. But yeah, you could still easily remove it with something if I had any sort of hard removal, of which I don't know how much zombies even really have, but I'll just use the stupid cake or something, which I think this guy can use that. I'll never remember stuff like that, like which plants can use which things, or which zombies. Okay, that's not a big deal. Oh yeah, see, even that. I'll literally just wait it out and do Locust Swarm. Destroy a random zombie, make a Pushroom, 7/5, attack for 5, okay. At least we got to see it, and I hate to do it, cut it short, but at least that's an expensive removal that I had to use on it. Wrong plant. We should still be fine, I would think. Let's see. Sometimes I overcommit with the water thing. Like, you might have been better off just putting it there, but end of turn, destroy a random zombie. That's not too crazy, though. I love the way she looks. That might be the first time I've ever seen Muscle Proud get value, though, because +2/+2. I've certainly never gotten very good value out of it. Unless he has a heal or some kind of removal himself, I should be fine. Or no, is this going to fuck up and give me the block meter? Because, oh shit, I would have killed it. Wait, that'd be really stupid if the block meter saves him here. No, it won't. Good game. Okay, so who is left? Just Wall Knight, I guess? Come on, carry me to rank 20. Otherwise, we'll be in the same position as last month, like where we start off with a handicap of 5 ranks, which might not seem like a big deal, but then we end off in rank 20 anyway. Or it'd be a real shame. I should have to delete my account if I can't even get to rank 20. We've gotten to it, last 3 months in a row. So since my first time getting it, you should at least be able to do that every time. Run it back. Okay, after this. Come on, give me a good heroic showing, Wall Knight. I almost feel like this is my Paladin series that's like fucking... I'm practically begging or hoping for a win streak on one of those people, but which one do I really have more impact in? A 1v1 card game, despite the RNG and bad collection, whatever circumstance, or do we have more control in a team-based game where it's a 5v5, where they could potentially hinder you and hold you back and shit? So the Spine Apple guy is pretty good, but I can't even do it. I put that idea in just chatting. It's really looking like an essay. Okay, I'll look at it. You could give it 2 attack, or you could do the 4 attack. I actually kind of prefer this for now. This thing's almost going to be dead anyway. This thing is just get +1/+1 and you play a trick. Okay, that'll count. This is the kind of game I would have liked if I was a little kid. Not even saying it's bad in that way, but like, come home from school and play a couple games of it. Like, you don't have to play it like super seriously or hardcore. You can play it casually and still have fun. That's pretty fucking annoying. Also, don't mind the emojis. The PvZ Hero Reddit emojis are the hearty and stuff. Yeah, I don't mind that. There's some pretty cool ones that are from this game, actually, that I've seen on Twitch. I think that's one, right? Skill issue, although you can barely see it. Where he's like holding the sign or whatever that says that. We could do the Spine Apple, but this is an annoying turn because I don't really have anything I can do. 2/3 deadly, 3/3 deadly. Give me something I can actually use. Although I could have gotten a 1 cost there, so I should have actually waited. When destroyed, make a sunflower here. Not really a big deal. Come on, don't let it end like this. Get to fucking rank 15. So the first episode I got from rank 5 to 7. Then the second episode I got from 7 to 13. Then the third episode I got from 13 to potentially just 15 or potentially 20, but obviously we'll see. I can heal. I can make myself invincible. Like what am I supposed to do with the deadly stuff though? I can't do anything. Nothing I do will actually kill it, so let me just make myself unkillable and then I'll figure it out later, I guess. That could be good for healing purposes later. I always get horrible pulls from season and rewards, so I barely play ranked unless I'm bored. It is kind of fun for me though, just to see like kind of how far I can go with each of these, but it is pretty unfair because it's not even about anything with how I'm playing this. It's more like the real way that you would make progress is like pick one deck and keep playing it over and over, right? And eventually you'll make progress. But because I only give myself one chance or one loss, that makes it very, very stacked against it. It just takes one bad game to ruin the whole week. Okay, Disco Ball is here to save the day, but I don't know what the fuck to do about these. We will get saved once by this, but I don't know what else to do, really. Wow, what a guy, dude. I guess I could do this and just heal and hope that that's enough to survive, but it won't be. Pretty impressive start by him. Maybe I can outlast him. Make a budget healing deck to piss others off. Yeah, I don't think I have enough stuff that actually could be healing base, but I do have like that one combo with this plus like the artichoke on sunflower. So I guess that could be very annoying. This is okay, but I can't do it yet. I could play both spine apples, but what would it really do for me? I should like I don't even know what I should do. That would at least take care of those two things, right? Move to a random lane. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Oh, that's not even fair. Well, there was nothing I could have done then because... God damn. Now we'll see if we struggle to even get to rank 20. Fuck's sake. A budget imp dancing deck. Can't believe it. So we got literally 2 ranks. So maybe next time. Wait, why did they change this? Oh, just with every month they do that? Why did I feel like it was the same for a while there? It was like a baseball thing the one time, or maybe I just don't look at it. Yeah, that's kind of fucked though. Who even won anything? He didn't win like any games. I can't remember. Like Green Channel won a couple. The Super Brains won a couple. Damn it. At least I'm happy with my gem total for now. So I'll really hunker down and save for a hero. Which technically I have enough for one, but I want to have like a 500 cushion on top of it. Budget imp deck. And what was the other one he wanted to play? Or maybe the same one as before. Let's give Green Shadow a look here. Gonna be hard stuck at rank 20 every month, it seems like, which is really shitty. Yeah, I managed to get to rank 20 without having the rank 5 handicap, right? But now I can't do any better even with it. Or now I'll struggle to even get back there, which is weird. I haven't seen this guy much as I like it. I do have 3 of these in there. I guess it does sort of dictate the length of the episode a bit too. Like, basically the episode is over. I could just play viewers like this over and over for the rest of the time, but these episodes can't go on for too long because... I mean, I guess I could have used that as a checkpoint if I keep winning. Like, you know what? That'll be good at least for next time. I'll get an extra life every episode as soon as I get a hero, but that will be my criteria. I can only buy a hero that I have a legendary for each of their types. So like if it's Smarty and it's like Mega Grow or whatever, you have to have at least 2 legendaries to unlock the hero, basically. That would be kind of a cool way to do it. And that sort of guarantees that, like, okay, these have Death Touch anyway, so it really doesn't matter. I mean, my only tried and true idea here is just go fucking face every time, but this at least has some recovery potential once you do that. Like, I'm not even trying to play as such a degenerate aggro guy, but I really don't feel like I have a choice most of the time. That guy doesn't bother me too much. Let's see. I do want this leafy synergy here pretty badly. That can definitely carry you sometimes. You just go like this way. Or yeah, that's fine because it doesn't really matter. No, whatever this card is going to clearly carry me and win me the whole game. Fuck. Not exactly. Like even the smallest amount of healing would completely fuck me over with something like this. He's already down to 5. Like when you go full face, it can really pay dividends fast. And of course, Infinity is not going to have any healing out of most people here. What could I do here? I could freeze something, buff something. Hearted Choke is okay. As long as he doesn't have heals, I should be fine with it for the most part. Get the Dark Matter Dragon Fruit. Off the block meter unless it saves him, which it might. Summon like a 1/1. Let me get +3. It doesn't really matter. +2/+2. Not even a BM play, but whatever. Ah, fuck. I forgot about that effect, actually. But I guess there wouldn't have been anything else I could do. I'll imagine if he comes back now. We could move some shit around with this dude. He does have a pretty stacked out hand, so who knows what can happen. Or 2. A 0 attack this turn. Move this dude over there. Wow, that should be lethal, though. What are you going to do with one brain? If he manages to get out of this, I'd be very impressed. No block meter to save him, nothing. Damn, I really messed up, though, by expecting him to die. Good game. When he summoned the little 1/1 death rattle thing. Sometimes you can fuck yourself over by just over attacking them. Like, you're about to kill them in the center lane, like with a 5/5, but you have a 1/1 here that triggers their block meter first, and then that saves them. Like, there's all kind of dumb stuff like that you can do. All right, so that wasn't too productive of a day, but everybody loves Chompzilla, and I do have a Mega Grow and a... Do I have a Solar? Let me look again. Or no, I have like one of every kind, actually. Don't I? So... Or wait, what did I look up? Legendary. Yeah, I mean, the plants have really been spoiled. I have a Kabloom legendary, I have a Mega Girl legendary, I have a Smarty legendary, and a Solar. And so, yeah, we could get Chompzilla. I'm just hesitating to get him now because in case we get not Dark Matter Dragon Fruit, in case we get Bad Moon Rising or something next week. Not that I have any idea, but somebody maybe said that, or maybe speculated that, like, oh, it's because of Halloween, they'll give it to you or something. That was really shitty, though. So 2 out of these 3 episodes this month have been, like, get from rank 5 to rank 7, then get from 13 to 15. Like, just getting 2 ranks. That's so shitty, dude. All it takes is, like, 1 bad game on some of these. Get this little fucking chicken thing here. I don't even know why. Like, what does it have to do with anything? Maybe next month it would make more sense because chicken and tacos sounds like a good dinner. Because of, like, Thanksgiving or something, but it should be something more scary here then. What was the event card this week even? I forgot. 3 mana, 2/3, gets +1 when the zombie hero is hurt. I like the way he sounds, actually. Right? Refills in 2, whatever. Win with heroes to trigger boost. Or maybe you have to somehow game the system with that to try to get the tickets, but whatever. I don't mind paying the full price for one. This isn't going to be the one. The only one I would want really is Bad Moon Rising, or like a high cost zombie card, because I always say that, but what are some of the high cost zombie event cards anyway? Like, you know, you have a 6 cost here. You have a 7 cost here. You have a 5, even 5. Anything 5 and up I could do. I wouldn't be too excited about doing it, but there aren't really that many. You'd have 1, 2, 3 options, 4 options, 5 options, 6 options, 7 options. Any of those, if we potentially get next week. In fact, ever since I started saving for them, potentially, hypothetically, they haven't really had too many high cost ones there ever. If you ever get an event card, try Kitchen Sink or BMR. Yeah, well, it's up to whether it's available on the next week's event, right? Like, I would do it. I don't know what Kitchen Sink is, actually. Let me see. Or maybe even the one that conjures superhero tricks. Kitchen Sink Zombie, 6 mana, 3/6. Bullseye, Frenzy, Armored, Overshoot, Anti-Hero. This guy's like fucking a la Kier. This is a good value card, but it's a little bit messy here. Before damage, deal 2 damage to the playing hero. Holy shit. What is that one? Conjure superhero tricks. Or maybe it doesn't say it exactly like that. Or conjure superpower, I guess is what it says. Conjure superpower. Think Zombie is amazing. Thinking Cap. It's called Thinking Cap. It couldn't be a zombie card because zombies don't think. It is, though. Conjure 2 super. Yeah, this is kind of expensive. I don't know if I'm really a big fan of that. Like, it is obviously good, but like some of these cards will be like worse than the hero cards that you get, right? Like, there'll be a 1 cost card that conjures 3 superpowers for like Professor Brainstorm or whatever, but I guess you can't really compare it like that. He really put on his thinking cap to come up with that name there. I love how some of these categories have like literally your highest cost card is like, you know, like 6 or something. How can that be? Or I guess it's because I have some of them that it makes it look like that. The zucchini is really good. I guess maybe I'm wrong. Highest cost card there is 10, is 9. Yeah, it seems like 6, but it's actually 8 because I already have the 8. But yeah, really, aside from a trick, your highest cost minion here is 6. Like, what the fuck? That just seems very underrepresented. 8 cost there, 6 cost, 9 cost, 7 cost. Guardian, let's look at some of these. We were really in a low brain curve or low brain curse with the zombies for a while. We didn't have any cards above like 4 or 5 cost for the beginning of the playthrough. We were just completely screwed. Obviously 9. This is one of my favorite cards in the game. I'll keep saying it until I get it because people don't like it, but I love this infinite value that you get. Because you got to understand, there's no silence in the game. So like, you can't do anything about this. If of course they might just still win the game and it doesn't matter if you keep playing it, but like you play it, they kill it, you get it back. So like you can't do anything about it. Ordinarily a game would have like a silence that removes the effect or something, right? But as far as I can tell, there'd really be no good way to do that. Cyborg Zombie. I'm sure I've seen all these, but I can never remember the names and stuff. Cyborg Zombie, gain a Vengeful Cyborg when destroyed, 2 mana, 2/3. Yeah, that's pretty good value. What I like actually with some of these cards is a lot of the cards they generate are actually cards that you can make and play. A lot of games miss out on that part, even if it's not that good value to do it. Like, my favorite one is that the King guy, right? He has the armored guys with like armor 2, but you can also make those too, right? Night of the Living Dead. So you might say, oh, nobody would actually play that by itself because it's no good, right? It's like it's a 7 mana 5/5 with 2 armor, which is okay, but it doesn't seem great value compared to obviously this guy. But it's the kind of thing I would do, and I like at least they give you the option, just because I love the armor mechanic in general. King goes well with small zombies. Yeah, he's almost like an on-demand little mini Bad Moon Rising. Because, yeah, you just got to flood the board with stuff. Dandelion King, damage the hero. You see some of these cards so rarely, whether they're good or not. Even though this game doesn't really have that many cards in it. I forget exactly how many, but it's certainly not even over 1,000. You still see a pretty good variety because some people keep using the same stuff over and over, which is, I guess, oxymoronic, but then they sort of, you know, you'll be surprised. Like, wow, we haven't seen this card in like a month. There used to be a bug where King used to make himself a knight, huh? I guess that could be a good thing too, though, sometimes. Depending whether you want the persistent effect of that or not. I mean, he's going to be such a sponge for removal anyway that you'll probably just get the effect once and be done with that. Recycle extras, which has obviously no value to me. Yeah, next week, it's possible I could get a hero if I get up to... What would I have to get up to exactly? Like 500 plus 750. It would be like 1050, 1250. I probably won't. But definitely by the beginning of next month, I'll get my first hero ever. Seems like a good time to do it. Like, I've been wanting it for a while, but I've never had the chance, so we have a little excess of gems, so maybe we can do it now. What was the one I was actually considering getting? Like, new hero guaranteed, but you can do these kind of things anytime, right? I guess you just wouldn't get some of the cards to go along with it. Like, if you were going to do it, this might be the time, but I don't know how often some of these things come up. Like... I'll probably do Chompzilla to spoil the plants even more. Because I couldn't do one for zombies anyway, right? Because my only legendary is going to be... That is going to be my official criteria. My only legendary is the... Or no, I guess I have... No, it just mentions legendary. Yeah, which ones could I get for plants? Let's at least look at that. We could get Chompzilla. I don't think I can get this because I don't think I have a Guardian legendary, right? Yeah, okay, so I can't get him. Not that I would want to anyway, because nobody seems to like him anyway. Citron is... Marty we have, but Guardian we don't have, so we can't do him either. He's also Guardian, so I can't do it. That's the easy way to know. This one you could do, Nightcap, but again, you never see him, so... I guess I could do that to counter that underrepresentation of him. Smarty class, Solar class, so you could do that one. So it would be between Chompzilla and Rose. And Nightcap. So if I was to rank my likelihood of getting them, it would be 1, 2, 3. Although maybe just because I don't like Rose and her whole mindset, kind of pseudo control shit, but then it ends up being mid-range anyway. So this one we do have as well. Captain Combustible, a lot of people like. But yeah, I've heard so many good things about Chompzilla that I can't really argue with it. Let's actually look at what these do. Draw 2 cards, heal. I'm not really a healing type of player though. Destroy a zombie with the lowest health. It doesn't even seem like that crazy. Like, it's not bad, but... Deal 3 damage, get +2/+2. Plant does a bonus attack. This is always more my style. A plant gets +4. I don't mind that in terms of the buffing capability. Transform a zombie into a random one that costs 1 more, or that costs 1. Freeze a zombie, -2/-2. Transform a zombie in the highest strength into a goat. Wait, what the fuck? Polymorph, like my old mage fetishes. Captain Combustible or Rose. Yeah, Rose, though, I think I probably shouldn't do because it's going to require probably too much support and synergy, right? You can't just make a... You can't make a good Rose deck just off the cuff like what I'm doing. Make 2 1/1s. Yeah, nobody gives a shit about Nightcap. All plans get +1/+1. Although it is good if you want to just go pure aggro and anti-hero type stuff. Do 2 damage to a zombie here. I'm almost feeling more Captain Combustible because I don't really like Chompzilla's abilities that much. Draw 2 cards is okay. This is kind of boring. Same stuff we've seen. That's not that interesting. Yeah, why do people like him so much? For this hero, Gargantuars are just an appetizer. Nightcap is only Bean Cycle or Astro Shroom spam. Yeah, and I rarely ever fucking have seen him. He might be one of the least seen ones ever. I've probably seen the ones that you have to buy with real money or whatever more than that. 102 tricks. I wonder if these are considered pay to win. Like, wow, this ability is just better than anything else that anybody else has. And you have to pay real money to get it. Or maybe people don't look at it that way. Carrotina sucks. And then Huge-Gigantacus. I've never really looked at these superpowered trick things. I would love to get a zombie one, but I guess I won't. Yeah, I'll maybe flip a coin, or I'll let people decide next time. Yeah, I don't think I can do Rose because it's going to be too convoluted, probably. That would be good down the road if I have a better collection. So, I know people are going to say Chomzilla, but I don't mind this guy. It's right up the same alley as the fucking Green Shadow. With the cards you have, you should do Captain Combustible. Yeah, probably. Neither one will be able to use. Oh, you know what? The one temptation with that would be I can use Dark Matter Dragon Fruit with her, right? Because I can't use it with the other two because he's a smarty hero or a smarty minion. So I'll have to think about it. See you tomorrow.